Hi everyone and welcome. This is the How To Teacher and we're going to talk about using Canva in order to create banners and buttons. Banners are things that you can put across any page, kind of like a heading. And then buttons, we're trying to use these buttons for a more visual, appealing, and easier way to help our kids navigate online and just in the digital world. We want to give them a button to push, and when they click that button, we want it to take them where we specifically want it to take them. We just don't want them to go to a site and have to look up things for themselves. These buttons have a specific destination. So I'm going to show you how to make banners. The first thing you need to do is go to canva.com. and you need to sign up. I signed up just using Google, but you can sign up any way that you would like. And as soon as you're signed up, you're logged in, we need to create a design. And the first thing we're going to create is a banner. We're going to go to custom dimensions and we're going to change pixels to inches. Banners are usually across the top of the page and they're a little bit longer than they are tall. So the width, how long we want it to be, I'm just going to go ahead and type in 12. And then we want it to be, you could do 4 inches, and we're going to create a new design. Now, when we create this new design, a whole bunch of templates will show up over here on the left. And this is where you can start searching for whatever type of banner design you would want to use. I teach, so I went ahead and I typed in chalkboard, and one banner came up, and it's the back to school banner. So I'm going to use that today for the example, but again, you can search anything that you would like. You can even search by color. In colors, that color banner will pop up as well. So I have my back to school banner. I don't want it to say back to school, so you can click on the text. And if you notice, all of this is grouped together. I'm going to go up here and just ungroup everything. So I'm going to go ahead, click this text, and I'm just going to put my name because it's my classroom banner. So this is Norris. If I can spell. And you know what? I want it all on one line and I want it to go like all the way across. So I'm going to go ahead and just kind of lengthen it a little bit. And then you can take your text and you can move it around. And it's really cool because Canva has these lines that help you center it in so many different ways, so everything's aligned perfectly. So I put that there in the middle, and then I'm just going to put my grade. I'm going to put first grade, but you know what? One, I want it bigger, so I'm just going to type in 45. There we go. And I want it a little bit closer, so I'm going to keep it centered, and I like that. So Mrs. Norris, first grade. There's my banner. I absolutely love it. Now, the next thing we want to do is we want to make our buttons, and we want everything to be cohesive. So I have these specific colors up here. These colors are the colors that are in my banner, and I want to make sure I use the exact same colors in my buttons. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hover over the color, or I'm going to click the color so that they show up here on the left, and here's the colors that it has. So it has this color and it has this code. I'm going to go ahead and write that code down on a piece of paper, or if you want, yeah, I'm going to write that code down on a piece of paper, which I will do right here. So I'm going to write down all these codes so I can use them when I'm making my buttons. So pound, we've got 41545B, and that's my chalkboard. Oh, so you can undo things just by going up here and pressing the undo button. I want this teal color, BAE2DF. So I'm just going to go ahead and do this with all of my colors so I can make sure I'm using the exact template from my banner, so everything's cohesive. I don't know about you, but I love when everything is just unified and everything just goes together. Everything needs to match. So I've written down all of my colors here, and I'm ready to search for a button now. So here's this. I'm just going to go ahead and download it. So just go to download there. So it's saved. I don't have to worry about it disappearing at all. So I went ahead and I downloaded it. And a button should come up here, just giving you a location of where you want it to save. So I'm going to do Mrs. Norris. This is my how-to. Okay. So I'm saving it. It'll save as a PNG. And then I'm going to come over here back to my home. And I'm going to start looking for buttons, but they're not called buttons on this website. They're called logos. So we're going to scroll down to where we can find logos. And here they are. And the logos will be your buttons. So what you're going to do is you're going to look for just a logo that you want to use as your button. You can also search by shape. So I'm going to go ahead and just touch a button. I'm just going to pick a button just to pick one to open up the designing feature. And then I'm going to search over here on the left for like shapes. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to search for, I like my buttons to be circles. So I'm just going to do circle. And I'm going to search, and all of these logos with circles will pop up. Okay, and then you can choose that way. I'm just going to go really simple. Okay, so these are going to be my buttons. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and make a couple just so you can see, and you can notice all the different things that you have control over as the designer. Now what you're going to do is we're going to select our text, and you can see it's grouped again. So we're going to go ahead and ungroup that so we can design it any way that we want. And I actually, let's see here, all of this, I want this to be my math button. So what I'm going to do is, I'm waiting for it to, there we go. I'm going to make this my math button, and I'm just going to go ahead and get rid of all of that. And I'm going to make math a little bit bigger so I can come up here. Let's just try 75. How big is that? Oh, it might be just perfect. So there it is. Okay, so again, you can select your box, whatever you're designing, and center it with these amazing lines. So here's my math button. However, all of this does not match my template. So remember, I had you write down all the codes. I believe I want my chalkboard color to be the background. So I'm going to go ahead and click the background. I'm going to come over here and fix the color. And I'm going to go ahead and type in the background. There it is, the background color, just like I had on my chalkboard. And then I'm going to click the circle here, and I'm going to go ahead and make that peach color, which I believe is the E5. There it is. Oh, so the peach color, it looks like it's a little transparent, so I'm just I'm gonna make it a solid, just so it matches. And then I'm actually going to keep this white because I had chalkboard in my white. There's my math button. So what I'll do is I'll just go ahead and I'll download it. I'll save it to wherever I want to save it on my computer. Okay. So Here's my math button. Okay. And then maybe I want a zoom button too. So let's go ahead and make a zoom button. But you know what? I want that logo for Zoom. I want something similar. I also don't like how these letters are spaced out. So you can go to effects here at the top. No, you can go here. Here we go. I want my letter spacing to be closer. Oh, I like that actually. That's good for me. Perfect. Okay. So now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to center this here and I'm going to just move it down. Oh, right about there. And you can also just use your up and down cursor on your keyboard as well. All right. So I want the Zoom logo or something close to it. So now I'm going to come over here to Elements and I'm going to search icons and shapes and I'm going to go ahead and just search camera. And right here, this guy looks so close to the Zoom, but also this one does too. So this one is Pro though, so you have to have paid extra. So this is the free one. So I'm going to go ahead, use that. It comes up black, but that's okay. Now, I'm just going to change the color to white. So there's my Zoom button. I'm going to go ahead and download it to my computer. And now I'm going to show you how to put these buttons into Google Slides or anywhere. You're literally just placing them into whatever whatever platform you're using mainly that your students will access. All right, so I've got my buttons here. So when you have everything that you need, you will go to your Google Slides, and maybe your students have access to Google, and you can simply share the link to this Google slide and they can all just view it. And by viewing it, they'll be able to click on the buttons and it will take them to wherever you want that button to take them without them having to save websites, remember login information, all of that stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to insert image from my computer. And here it is. Mrs. Norris. There's my heading here, and I'm just gonna make it go all the way to the sides here, just so when they go to look at it, it fills up the whole thing. Then we've got our math. Our math button, and see how everything looks so unified? I absolutely love it. It looks nice and crisp. It all goes together. And because I'm using the same logo for every button, they're the exact same size. I don't have to resize anything. If you want to make them bigger, you want to make them smaller, you can click on one, then hold down Shift and click on the other, and you can just size them all together by holding down Shift, and it will keep them all the same size. So here's my two buttons, and let's see here, I'm gonna just, oh, there's that middle line. Perfect. Okay, now how do you add a link? If you want to add a link, you simply click it and you come to the link here and you insert the link of where you want it to take you. That's how you make banners and buttons. Please subscribe, follow us on the How To Teacher on Instagram, and thank you.